Hey! Alright everybody, now I've come back to do another quick video about the Luton car park airport fire. Now, the other day, I say the other day, maybe 2 days ago, somebody was arrested on suspicion of something or another. I'm not quite sure what it was, but they were arrested and then let off on bail. And this was to do with the car park fire. Now, the police haven't said what it's about. They've just released him on bail and they haven't said anything. But the only reason I'm sort of thinking about the Luton car park airport fire is because I happened to watch Jeff Buys Cars video yesterday when he was talking about it. And he's also talking about doing a bit off topic, but he's on about doing some sort of challenge with the McMaster. If you've watched the McMaster before, he criticises the electric car he's bought, the Porsche Taycan. He also does stuff about food, but he criticises the electric car that he bought. He bought it himself and he criticises it. But Jeff Buys Cars and the McMaster are doing a challenge. I think it's from Land's End to John O'Groats. He's going to take his electric car and Jeff is going to take a diesel car. Anyway, that's not the point of the video. The point was, Jeff was talking about somebody got arrested, and then he said something that made me want to put on a tinfoil hat, because there's so many conspiracy theories going around that you don't know what to believe. It's hard to believe what is true and what is false. Now, a lot of people out there hate electric cars. They really, really hate electric cars with a passion. I'm not sure why. I don't know why. It's like new technology and they hate it. I don't know if it was to do with they were bringing in the ban on new cars and you had to buy an electric car eventually one day, maybe in 20 years' time. I don't know if that's why they hate them. I don't know. I don't know why they hate them. And I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you another story off topic. I know I'm waffling, but I remember when the first 4K TVs came onto market, right? The first 4K TVs, and people were getting angry about 4K TVs, saying that they were putting up all these different documents saying that our eyes wouldn't be able to see the 4K TVs and HD is enough. And people got angry about 4K TVs. That was just a side note. People do get angry about stuff. I don't know why, but they do. So let's get back to the fire. So the fire, Jeff was talking about the fire and somebody got arrested. And then he went, I did notice a comment on my channel a while back. And he started reading the comment out. And I was like, is this real? Can this be real? Because, like I said, there's so many different stories and people hate electric cars. So, is it real or is this somebody making up a story? So, I'll read what he said. I got it written over there, so I'm going to have to look over there. I'm sorry, I can't look over there. It's over there. So, this is what Jeff said, right? I'm just saying what Jeff said. I haven't seen the actual comment. This is just what Jeff read out. And you make your minds up. Is it a true story or somebody made up a story because they hate electric cars? I don't know. But let's have a let me read it, if I can read. I was on a flight from Seville to Luton the night after the fire. Instead of rushing through the airport, I had to wait for disability assistance. I got chatting to the airport worker who I met on my onward journey. Now, all sounds fair enough so far. This is where it gets a bit funny. He told me exactly what happened. A man drove his already smoking electric car into the car park. Now, it's the next day, he told me that an airport worker knew exactly that knew there was an electric car. This is what the story's saying. Let me go back. He told me exactly what happened. A man drove his already smoking electric car into the car park and he announced to the passport control his car was on fire and could somebody sort it out for him? He said he was late for his flight and had a very important meeting. He said he was very wealthy and the car was disposable. Now, if you was in the airport and then announced your car was on fire, at passport control, surely they wouldn't let you on the flight. They'd say, wouldn't they say, let's phone the fire? It'd all kick off, wouldn't it? I'm sure it would. Wouldn't it? Passport control. They'd say, well, you're not getting on the plane, sir. You're not getting on the plane. You've just told us that you've driven a car on fire into the car park with loads of other cars. So, is that believable? It doesn't sound believable to me. If it turns out to be believable, then I don't know. Does it sound strange to you? It sounds strange to me. So when I heard that, I thought, is this just somebody hating electric cars, or did it really happen? I don't know. This fire has sort of brought to the front of how much hate there is for electric cars. Not by everybody, by I'd say a minority of people. Because there's people who don't care about electric cars, and there's people who like electric cars, and then I'd say there's probably quite a lot of people, but still the minority, who really hate electric cars. And I just wonder, when I look at all the comments and the stories, it seems like a lot of this things are made up. People are making them up on purpose to sort of discredit electric cars. I don't know. And then there's people saying the media's not reporting on it properly because it's all been trying to be kept quiet. But surely the media would get loads of hits. If it was an electric car, they'd get more hits. So, I don't know. It's all a bit weird, isn't it? Anyway, that comment he made sort of, it made me sit back and go, what? So, was the guy who got arrested the person where this person's talking about, or is it all made up and the arrest was something different? I don't know. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about, really. So that's the end of this sort of rant, I suppose. Remember, I'm not hating Jeff by his cars, I'm just saying what he said, okay? So calm down. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Hoo-hoo!